Hi, I'm Katya and I work at Viewing Party. I'm about to embark on my first 360-degree feedback as part of the performance management process. In this form of feedback, I ask my manager, peers, team members, and other people who have regular contact with me to provide anonymous feedback on my attitude and behavior at work. Feedback is provided by responding to a series of statements, the responses to which are based on a scale. I also need to self-assess to provide a comparison. From the things I have read about the 360-degree feedback, I learned that perception is a key term. I need to remember that my self-perception and outsiders' perception, or how I appear to others, are not always identical. When others tell me how they perceive me, it helps me to improve my behavior, build on my strengths, and address my personal development needs. My report is now ready and I have it in front of me, excited and nervous as this is my first 360 feedback. From the reading I have done, there are 3 key categories in which the results fall: strengths, development areas, and areas for reflection. Strengths are statements where perceptions are positive and I score highly. Development areas are the statements in which I have a low score. Finally, reflection areas are where my feedback is lukewarm. Depending on my role, they too can require action with high priority. I should also keep an eye out for major gaps between my self-perception and the views of others. It is not unusual for people to see strengths or development areas that we did not know about. Taking them into account is beneficial and worthwhile. It's important to remember that the report is only half the journey though. But how do I make the most out of it? Here's what experts say. First, look through the report when I'm not distracted. Secondly, remember that the ratings are revealing of how others perceive me. Next, find out what my strengths are. Finally, set a clear objective for my development to keep me focused. That sounds good, but is there anything I should avoid? Facilitation coaches agree that in order to get the most out of the 360 feedback, I should avoid getting stuck on just one aspect of the report and look at the big picture instead. The next step for me is to look at improvement. I need to focus and pick not more than 2 or 3 areas to work on at a time. These are the ones I feel need my immediate attention or which I feel are important for my performance at work. I can always go back and work on others later. Once I have picked my key areas of development, it's time to make an action plan. A way I can make sure I follow my action plan is to share it with my manager, team, or peers who will support me. It will also help me to track and monitor my progress. Listing the resources I will need and getting support from the organization may be critical for my success. I feel very positive now that I have an action plan. I know if I need help, I can speak to my manager or HR business partner, and if I need more details, there is a manual on the intranet.